Why do young people vape so much? What's so attractive about it? It has that perception of being safer and cleaner than cigarettes. Plus it's discreet and doesn't have that smoke smell. Nicotine is incredibly addictive. The first cigarette a person tried will taste terrible, and they might feel a head rush and a little sick. But there's usually a second at some point, which isn't as bad. And then the third. And then you're out drinking and you buy a pack because you don't want to borrow from your friends. And it lasts you all week. Just smoking whenever you're stressed. And then they stop lasting longer than a few days until you're having to argue with yourself to smoke less often. And that all happened while it tasted bad. Now it doesn't even taste bad to get that nicotine fix. They're packaged in bright colors, with delicious flavors, usually after fruit, or sweets, or drinks. And the smell doesn't even stick to your clothes or hang on your breath, so your parents won't catch on. It's seen as healthier than smoking. So age restriction isn't as policed as tobacco. So they're easier to get a hold of. Hell, you can even buy a multi-pack online. You start out doing it because you know all the cool people do it. So then you get addicted and it's just part of your life until you finally decide, if you ever do, to stop doing it forever. I vaped because it was a healthier way to feed my nicotine habit than cigarettes. But I finally quit about a year and a half ago. Nicotine is one hell of a substance. I'm not young, but I've noticed benefits from switching from cigs to vapes. Like my wheeze is being gone. But for kids I think it's a lot more accessible to new users than cigarettes ever were. It's discreet, tastes great, and it doesn't make your clothes smell bad. It's way easier for kids to start vaping than to start smoking. I vaped for a long time until I realized it was just my hand automatically grabbing for it every 10 seconds. I tossed the vape that moment and never thought about it again. It actually taught me to be able to do that with any addiction, so I guess that's what was so attractive about it to me. Nicotine be addictive. The nicotine gives you a slight high and the flavor is groovy, baby. Yeah. Also, you can subtly vape weed with people not too much the wiser. It's incredibly addictive, with obscenely high levels of nicotine. The drug is delivered through a trendy pen that has become cool amongst young people. It's also cheap. It doesn't have the harsh taste and smoke that cigarettes do. So even non-smokers can easily pick up the habit. It also doesn't leave a lingering smell on clothes or in the area you're vaping. So can easily be consumed behind parents' back or in the school playgrounds. It's highly unregulated as well. Some of the vape pens have been shown to have 10 times the amount of nicotine as advertised. This is all the perfect recipe to entice teenagers and get them addicted. Why do people do anything? I'm not young. In fact, I'm a boomer. Heavy Copenhagen user for more than 20 years. Never smoked a cigarette in my life. Did some bone damage in the lower lip area. Dentist said, quit now, or you'll be getting some reconstructive bone surgery. And you'll still have to quit. I quit. It was devastatingly hard. I was totally addicted. Same time a friend introduced me to vaping probably 12 years ago. Wasn't the same high as cope, but it was taking the edge off. 12 years later I still vape. Every day. All day. I do not do it to blow out obnoxious clouds of vape smoke. I wish someone designed one that had zero vape cloud smoke effects. Why? Nicotine is addictive. Body craves it. Shrug. Morning news, coffee, phone and vape. It's heaven. I have been in the presence of several vapors. And the smoke smelled excellent. It reminded me of a candy cloud. I think that's definitely part of the appeal. Nicotine is a great way to self-medicate one's ADHD. ADHD meds are difficult to get. Caffeine and nicotine are easy to get, and they help with dopamine. Same reason why teenagers used to smoke cigarettes all the time. Obviously it's an addiction. When you're young you don't realize the severity of addiction and it seems fun and harmless, but here I am years later, wanting to stop, but it feels pretty impossible. Smoking is great and I love doing it. I can't speak for everyone obviously, but me and a majority of my friends got into it in high school. Cause why no? High schoolers wanna look cool and it was a fad blah blah blah, but now we're all just addicted to it. It does taste good though and you get a buzz, but not anymore since we hit it so often. Weird seeing this post cause TBH I'm making my first ever attempt at quitting today. Wish me luck I guess. The world is on fire. Let PPL have their vices. People are stupid. All my friends who vape have pretty bad home lives and parents who also smoke. Can't speak for everyone obviously, but I think for them and a lot of other people it's a way to escape their trauma. It's something they see their parents and friends do, so they do it too.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.